Hi everyone. So, as you know, I've been playing quite a lot of Heroes of the Storm, and unfortunately a video popped up a couple of days ago which seems to suggest that Blizzard have a bit of a major problem here. It would seem that cheating within Heroes of the Storm is just a little bit too easy. Essentially what someone has managed to do is work out a way of seeing everything that's happening on the map. Now, where this comes into play is if you happen to be hiding in a shrub or another area which effectively grants you invisibility, a player on the opposing team using this hack simply knows where you are. Now, nowhere is this more common really in the use of Nova. Nova is a character who can hide herself, sneak around the map quite easily, and obviously surprise you. But here's the thing, if you're playing Nova and you happen to be hidden and another Nova suddenly just walks up and shoots you whilst you're hidden, the question has to be, how did they do it? Well, technically there is no way they could have done that fairly without cheating. What they've done is used a map hack. Now, this all comes down to how the Starcraft engine works. Essentially, Heroes of the Storm is built on top of the Starcraft 2 engine, and all of the data about the multiplayer map is held on each user's computer. There is no central server handling effectively the security of each person's player state. And this basically means that a person running a piece of software on their computer can peek inside the game data in real time and thus reveal every player's location on the map, making kills extraordinarily easy. It also means that you can't literally surprise these people because they already know you're coming. If they happen to be fighting on a boss and you're all going to go and try and gank them and take the boss off them, you won't be able to because they'll already know you're coming. They'll be waiting for you. Now, a lot of discussion is going on at the moment as to what Blizzard can actually do to solve this problem. Now, they do have the Warden anti-cheat engine there, and that's designed basically to look at the current player state and see if there is anything untoward going on. But Blizzard is banned, due to, I believe, a court order a number of years ago, from actually snooping on the computer itself to see what software is installed. Now, this makes it much easier for cheat creators to do their job and get away with it. Now, the real question here is, what will Blizzard do long term to solve this problem? The engine works the way it works, and I can't see them suddenly throwing all of that out to just fix this issue. Really, it's going to come down to whether their Warden program can detect the type of cheat being used here and then ban those users. Now, for my mind, Blizzard are going to have to get on this pretty quick because at the end of the day, the game's been out officially for less than a month, and already we are seeing, well, a wide range of cheats that are ruining the game experience. Now, I think I've experienced this myself over the last couple of weeks. Previously in the closed beta, never even anything that would give me any suggestion there was something untoward going on. But I've had a couple of games of late where it almost seemed like the enemy team had precog as to what we were about to do and how we were about to do it, including being able to drop their cooldowns at just the right moment as we were about to run into a boss area and catch them. Again, they had no players outside of that area, they had no visibility of the move we were about to pull off, yet somehow they were all perfectly waiting for us. It seems a little unusual, and certainly it does seem Blizzard have some questions to answer here, or at very least to get that ban hammer out and start slapping people hard. Now, there is a way you can report people in-game for cheating, but that's only within the match itself. After that, if it happens to be a case that you spot something untoward happening during a replay, you're going to struggle to actually tell Blizzard about the player who was misbehaving. There is an email address, but unfortunately nothing within the in-game function there within the replay, which is a shame. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. Have you encountered some strange mechanics whilst you've been playing that makes you think that opposing players may have been cheating? Do you think Blizzard have a responsibility here to get this fixed quickly, even if it means expending quite a lot of cash to do so? And what do you think we should actually do to the cheaters? I'm all in favour of blowing up their computers.